Hello everyone. I hope you are having a great time at TestFlix. I am Neha Charjan and I'm working as a test analyst with Mastake. I'm a passionate tester and enthusiast agilist. Today I'm going to present you my perspective about how testers can uphold their position in a scale agile setup. With all the organizations going in the scaling up and they adopting the scale agile framework, there's a lot of certainty which I have seen uh, amongst the QA test architects and a lot of test manager, test lead, that in such a framework, what is my role? Where do I fit in? How do I take my journey? Because like the people who are in this industry from last 10 years who have been into the role of test leads, test managers, no such role exists in the scale agile frameworks. So there's a lot of uncertainty between them, like how do I go, how do I make a journey ahead. And as you can see here, in a typical safe framework, we have a lot of roles at different levels. In agile teams, we have Scrum Master, Product Owner, we have system engineers, product managers, we have solution architects, we have solution train engineer, epic owners, but there's no mention about any quality ambassadors or some chief quality engineer. So let's see what kind of a testing goes in such framework. Well, if you can see, there's quality required at each level. When you see at the product level, there's a lot of verification that goes along. There's a component integration testing, there's story acceptance testing, black box testing, exploratory testing. At program level, when you feature integrates, there are a lot of integration that happens. There's a lot of functional verification of the product happens. There's a lot of regression tests that happens, both functional and non-functional, both automated and manual way. At the business level, you have a multiple product and a system environment. So that variety of tests are performed, such as performance, robustness, customer use case. So you could imagine in that whole massive complex structure, a lot of testing goes along. But with such structures or with every framework, be it safe or any other framework, there are a lot of it comes with different challenges. Some of the challenges which I feel are the risk-based testing. Because as a tester, when we speak about risk-based testing, how are we going to accomplish this in the agile release trains? Okay, so to figure it out, we definitely have to focus on the risk product risk at each level, because this is going to influence the testing at each level. So when the feature comes with the product risk, it's very easy to estimate your stories accordingly, take that risk and mitigate and have some plans to accompany that risk and mitigate that risk at the team level. The second challenge I feel is the system integration, like end-to-end testing. In the Scale Agile framework, if we see, there's a different system team that undertakes end-to-end tests. The team that takes care of the entire integration, environment setup, tools, development. So that's a team that perform end-to-end testing. But then this team is not involved in day-to-day activities, day-to-day testing of the feature. So for effective testing, I think this system team should also involve into the feature testing. They should be involved in the demo. That's how we could carry out this effectively, the end-to-end testing. And so, in such massive structure, I think test coordination between the team is really important, because if we have some feature which is dependent on both the teams, then it's very difficult to define who's going to do which test which team is doing, and then the risk falls in both the chairs. Now, how do we solve this? Like definition of done and definition of ready really gives you the responsibility of which team would handle what and what could be done. And I think in absence of that, we really need someone to coordinate between the teams. And there are a lot of unanswered questions like, what is beyond the functional acceptance? When to do security, usability? What about post deployment monitoring? And who coordinates the testing and other activities at the larger scale? How are we handling test automation? Where do we do it? In the team, train, or system team? How we are addressing our value streams? Who is taking care of a test management across the teams in the train? Now, I think to answer such question and the challenges that the large scale framework faces, I think we need a role somewhere, someone who ensures that the process is running smoothly across all the projects and programs. Someone who drives continuous improvement, someone who focuses on reduction of technical debt, who ensures the cost of quality, who ensures the governance and compliances, who measures the business outcome, and someone who communicates the business goal to the rest of organization. And I think we should have such a role called as quality ambassador, who addresses all the challenges and who addresses all the questions. And from my perspective, in such frameworks, we should have some role for the quality person as well. We can name it as quality ambassador or some chief quality ambassador. So this was my take, and I think it's time we retrospect in true sense and uphold our position in scaled agile setup. So I leave it to you with a thinking hat for all, and do let me know. And thank you for hearing me out. Thank you so much.